Erik ten Hag has revealed to us the plans of his ins and outs, and it looks like he's going to make a very huge clear out at Old Trafford. Welcome to this channel. Rock and David is my name. How are you guys? And always your Sunday first video of the day. And you know, on Sunday a little bit tried to rest, and because I've been having a little bit of illness, I decided to really have some huge rest such that I really pump up and get charged up for the week that is starting tomorrow. But nevertheless, 3 videos are going to come up, no worries, and stories are all elsewhere. So today we are talking Erik ten Hag's huge clear out plan. Then we are discussing Wout Weghorst, the manager of Burnley. Vincent Kompany has gone ahead and really issued a statement on what he thinks about Wout Weghorst. And lastly, we're going to discuss about Amad Diallo and how he's steering up the championship, and he might lead his team into the playoff final to see whether they are going to be playing into the Premier League next season. So smash the like button, comment and share. For those watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, after the game yesterday, Erik ten Hag had certain questions was asked, and he really said, I intend to have high standards, so I'm preparing my squad for the next season. Behind the scenes, with high standards. Then it's up to others to decide if the finances are there. Now, the man has come out and really spoken out his heart, and I really like him that he's performing and he's not really going in bed with the Glazers. And we saw this a lot with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he lost his job, you know. He lost his job because of really he lost his job because of really backing and really protecting the Glazers day in, day out. That's why he lost his job. And now Ten Hag is a person who has a huge experience in how you have to really answer questions. I've really seen the way he answers questions. He's like exposing the board of Manchester United, but with a little bit of respect, you know, in a consent that they cannot even come out and really ask him, why have you gone ahead and really say that, you know? Now, he's talking about preparing the squad for next season behind the scenes with high standards. How does this come about? This comes about when Ten Hag revealed to us that this season it's easier than it was in the last preseason because very few players wanted to come to Manchester United. That's what Erik ten Hag told us, and he said he is now working tooth and nail to see to it that he gets in players, and he's convincing very many players to come out and obviously join the club, and they're really positive to come to the club. That's a very huge huge boost for Manchester United. Now, Ten Hag's huge clear out plan. He has talked about high standards. High standards come up with what we call quality. Now, if you're talking about high standards, Harry Maguire is one of those people that you don't expect to be in the team of Erik ten Hag. McTominay, he doesn't come near anywhere the word high standards. Brandon Williams has to leave. Eric Bay has to leave. Alex Telles has to leave. Which other players have to leave? There are a list of players that really have to leave this club of Manchester United because they don't match the level of high standards. And I think it's really positive to see that we're having a manager who is really vocal about his expectations from the players of Manchester United, because if you can't find yourself in a situation of really making such bold statements, that means you're not in control. That's it. But these statements Erik ten Hag is really making, just letting you know that the man is in total control of this club and is taking it where he wants, you know. Now, he has also gone ahead and really talked about the finances. What does that mean? He's putting the Glazers on the spot. That I've handed in my list already, because that's what it means. That he has been talking to players. He has convinced those players to come to Manchester United. They are positive and they are agents, and even the clubs are willing to sell. Now, it's the job of the board to come out and really convince these players of Manchester United to find themselves in a situation of coming out and obviously doing the needful to this native club of Manchester United and getting Erik ten Hag what he wants. I don't see us spending close to £200 million, but the fact is, we have to sell to buy. The only hope I'm having out of this United transfer is simple, that we brought in a new negotiator, and let's see how his negotiating skills are. If his negotiating skills are really good, we can get in players early enough, then we sell. I've been on record here putting out players that we can sell that can even amass us close to 120 million pounds. For example, Dean Henderson, 30 million pounds. Scott McTominay, 30 million pounds. That is 60 million pounds. Harry Maguire, we can get 40 out of him. That is 100 million pounds from 3 players. Brandon Williams, 15. That is 115. Add on Eric Bay, 5 million pounds. 120 million pounds. Tellez, 5 million pounds. 125 million pounds. You understand? So players are here that we can sell and really earn close to 120 million pounds. But we always worry of how we are going to really catalyze these transfer sales, because the earlier we make these sales, the earlier we find ourselves in a position of really getting our season ready and knowing that we can really spend this much of money. So if at all we are having 100 million pounds available to spend this summer, and sales of 120 million pounds, if Ten Hag is given 200 million pounds to spend again this summer, I think he can go out and really get in the players he wants. He can just get in a player of 100 million pounds. Like for him, he's supposed to be a striker. Then we can get in a central defensive midfielder. Central defensive for like 50 million pounds. I think we can get a classy and very tidy central defensive midfielder that's really good player, because Ten Hag is good at that. And then we get in a right-footed central defender. If we first get in those 3 players, I'll be all calm and set for next season, because some positions have been already full covered for, like the left attacking side of the midfield. Yesterday, did you miss Marcus Rashford? No. Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Anton Martial, all can play that side. The only deficit we are having into the right, the only position that we had lots of problems with is the right attacking side of the midfield, because we only had one left-footed player who can come in and really play there. That is Anthony. But Amad Diallo is coming back, firing in all cylinders. Greenwood might also be back. You never know what the plan of the club is. Then the central midfield. I pray we keep Sabitzer, get in a CDM. I think that will also be solved, because we're having Sabitzer, Casemiro, another new CDM, Donny van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksson. So we'll be having close to 6 or 7 players plus Freddy in the mix. Then right back, Diallo and Bissaka, let them compete for their position. Malacia, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Lindelof. You understand? I think we are really good to go. We are really good to go, according to me. And I think those 3 signings should be made fast, according to me. So Ten Hag has vowed a very huge deal. If at all you are not matching the standards of the club, Ten Hag is going to really send you or put you onto the shop window and sees you out. Now, Wout Weghorst is one of those players that we leastly expect to stay at the club of Manchester United, and the manager of Burnley, a team that loaned him to Manchester United, has gone ahead and really say the following, that he's a Burnley player. The most important thing for me, and it's hard to say because of the cup final, is that he ends the season in beauty, but I want him to succeed and we'll talk. That's it. So Vincent Kompany has come out loud and really expressed his thoughts about Wout Weghorst, and they'll talk at the end of the season. And there is bad blood between Manchester United and Man City, and this might be the reason as to why they're not given to retain him, because they are really, I saw it with Steven Gerrard humiliating and really putting Twanzebe to a very bad treatment at Aston Villa because of his bad blood between Liverpool and Manchester United. And I think Vincent Kompany might not well come back a player who has been playing for Manchester United. And if at all, he goes ahead to humiliate City in the final, you never know what's going to happen in there for you. Because for me, I know these beefs, you know, the beef between City and Manchester United. If you're a player and you're a captain of Man City, there are certain things that you cannot do. That's it. So let's wait and see what Wout Weghorst is going to be all about. But it will be hard for United to keep him. Though I brought you a story of Wout Weghorst himself pronouncing that the club has not shown him signs that they're not going to retain him. But I believe we might find ourselves in a position of really not keeping him at the club of Manchester United. And lastly, with the clear out, there are ins that you expect to come in. And let's discuss a little bit about a player who's been having a very huge injury loan spell at a side known as Sunderland. Even yesterday, he scored a very brilliant goal that leveled the game, and Sunderland won it by 2-1. Now, I think they are going to play another game away at Luton Town. They win that game, or they draw that game, they find themselves through to the finale. Now, Middlesbrough, that's going to hate to draw with Luton, with Coventry. Why am I talking about Middlesbrough? There is Michael Carrick in there for you. So, Michael Carrick might find himself into the Premier League next season. So, all I can let you know is simple that Man United is bringing back Amad Diallo. And Amad Diallo is firing up all cylinders in the Championship. And if I told you know what I'm talking about, he's a player who is unusual. And if I told you know a player who is really unusual, it's exactly Amad Diallo. And his return is going to help us have another Garnacho off the right attacking side of the midfield. Imagine taking off Anthony and Rashford, then you're having Garnacho and Amad Diallo coming on, because these players are really exciting. They are direct, and they have always not failed the badge of the club. That's it. They have been improved by their respective managers, and they are really playing to their best abilities. That is a T player known as Amad Diallo. So he's coming in, and I think most of you are eagerly waiting for him to return at Old Trafford and see what he can go ahead and really do for the club. But all that starts in the preseason in America, where United is going to be really doing the needful. And to show you that United are really so much eager to get this player back, they've gone ahead to really prepare him a special suit into what we call the Wembley Stadium, where he's going to be sitting in the executive suite to find himself in a position of really doing the best of the watch as United takes on Man City in the finale. I think today is 14th, 2 weeks from now, that's it. This finale is going to be played there. So is it 2 weeks? I think they are 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, that's it. So guys, your thoughts on to Ten Hag's huge clear out plan revealed. Sorry about that. And Wout Weghorst plan. Are we keeping him all notes? And Amad Diallo. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out. See you later.